My God. I can't play this morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. How is it going? It is I again, the Crypto Otaku, bringing you the Crypto, the Chaos, and the coffee, along with the news. How is it going? How's it going? Good morning, good morning. We're back again, guys. 103. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Except maybe the coffee is a little different this morning, but it's okay. How's it going? How's it going, guys? Yo, Bully in the house. Great morning, Otaku and fellow weirdo Colorado in the house. Crypto JPEG, good morning, Otaku. Missed you guys weekend. I didn't get to catch any of the live calls. What? We did a live call every single night from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Crazy, yo, boy. And Crypto JPEG. Tola in the house as well. How's it going? Good morning, Otaku. Good morning. A fresh coffee and Mexican sweet bread for you. Yeah. How's it going, guys? How's it going? So we had a little bit of, a little bit of breaking news over the weekend. Last night we did create a new weekly close at Bitcoin at 106. Of course, reaching not new all-time highs, but a new weekly close, right? So new all-time highs are definitely in the making, as I've shown you guys before. Let's dive right into it. Why not? Why not? Here we go. That was Jasmine. Oh no, my keyboard. Oh no, my keyboard. Hopefully I can get my keyboard under control. I just spilled water on it this morning to try to ease up the alcohol that had dried underneath the space bar and prevented me from using my space bar this morning. And I freed that up, but also created some more issue. Anyway, so right now BTC sitting at 102.5. And if we go out to the daily chart, you can see here we're just ramping up the 4 hour, the 1 hour. We're just ramping up and getting this week started. We have a target in mind for this week, possibly. Although I still would like it to be another week, the week after the event. It is possible we just blow right through that because there's a lot of positive Bitcoin news lately. I don't think we can hold this train back any further. I mean, how many things are working against us right now for no reason, really, when there's positive news spinning every single day. But yeah, we're of course looking at the daily chart, which is showing us this beautiful cup and handle, which now we're printing the handle right now up to the upside and about ready to smash through some of these crazy all-time highs. Once we get past, of course, the first one at 110, we have never been above $109,000 Bitcoin. All right, guys, so that's what we're looking at this week, potentially. It is Monday. It's Monday morning. Good morning, guys. It's Monday. We got the opening bell in 1 minute. 1 minute. Let's take a look at that for a moment. See what they're talking about.
They said that's a high-risk activity. That's what he would have never gotten the authority. So that came up as an issue. So at the end of the day, it's about getting these regulations right.
We're at the epicenter of a global realignment on a scale not...
Alright, they're still doing commercials. We got about 30 seconds, though. Quick real recap of the weekend, guys. A lot of big things happening for the show. This show is coming together a little more and more every single day. I have a lot planned this year. I got a lot of trips planned this year, so I went out and bought a new $3,000 gaming laptop for the show. It's insane. Every time I go to buy a new purchase, it's like, I've never spent more than that before. That's ridiculous. All right, opening bell.
That downgrade is going to lead to a sell-off. Is it a buying opportunity? A question we're putting to our guest today. S&P futures down more than 1%. NASDAQ futures off 1.5%. Small caps falling even further right now. You hear the opening bell down the New York Stock Exchange. An unfortunate ticker, UTI, ringing the bell there. But the shares are up 34% year to date, and they're up like 400% over the past 5 years. That makes up for the ticker they chose, Universal Technical Institute, worth about $2 billion and climbing. A $2 billion biotech firm, Ligand, ringing the opening bell at the NASDAQ. Shares are basically unchanged, I think down about 2% year to date. In terms of the stocks that we're watching, Shanali, you've got a big one here.
I do, and NVIDIA down more than 2%. They will allow customers to use rival chips as part of their AI efforts, in a move that's going to further expand its ecosystem across data centers. But shares are falling in line with broader markets this morning. And Matt, it's really big tech that is leading the way in that sell-off in the market today. Yeah,
I think NVIDIA is just illustrative of the Mag 7 pulling the market down today. They pushed it up last week. Vaccine makers are swimming against the grain or upstream. I'm guessing mixing my metaphors.
All right, guys. So nothing too crazy this morning. The S&P 500 is down 1% from futures. We've got the NASDAQ kind of following suit as well. NVIDIA is down 2% because they're sharing manufacturer space because they can't handle all of the progress that's going to be needed for AI. Okay. Those is, of course, the biggest cases right now. And then just talking about COVID again, I really don't even want to mention that. Well, let's get into some of the stuff I do want to mention. And I'm talking about history in the making, which is, of course, a $107,000 Bitcoin last night, but also the weekly close ending up at 106K Bitcoin for Bitcoin, which is huge. That's the first, the largest we've ever seen for a weekly close. And speaking of history in the making, let me keep this going in the background. I'll make sure nothing breaking kind of sneaks up on us. But I do want to get this one right out the gate. My God, I cannot. Can I not get that to pop out? What in the world's going on? Okay. Give me the damn thing. Is the stream about to break? There we go, finally. Okay, we'll keep that going in the background. But yeah, I wanted to bring this up right out the gate this morning. MicroStrategy, Michael Saylor, and my keyboards. Yep, dead. Oh God. Okay, there we go. I'm back. I'm back for a little bit. MicroStrategy currently continuing to buy. I don't think this has been updated yet. Nope, still not yet. They did announce a purchase, of course, this morning of about 7,390 Bitcoin for approximately 764 million. Guys, this is insane, right? Okay, so I've been looking at these numbers for the weekend. I was looking at these numbers. I was like, there's no way, like, MicroStrategy's bought so much this year. How much really is it in total? So this is his total purchasing so far before this morning at 122,000 Bitcoin this year so far. Now, we just got that up to, what, 7,000? Let's just put that in roughly. There's a rough estimate of around 130,000 Bitcoin this year. How many can we mine? Only 450 a day. 450 a day. So times that by 30, just a rough estimate. And then by 12, and we have 162,000 Bitcoin. He already has almost purchased the entirety of the mining rewards for the year. He's 30,000 roughly away from having all the Bitcoin mined this year, and no one's talking about it. Not us. I've never heard anyone mention anything about it. It just clicked in my head. I'm like, how many does he have now in the year? Boom. And we keep talking about this synthetic halving. He's not buying half of it being minted this year. He's buying all that's being minted this year. I mean, that's insane. That's insane. All right. Getting back into the chat real quick. Ari, good morning, Otaku. Good morning, Ari. How's it going, RHI? OG Boban, how's it going? OG in the house. Damn, you're freaking crazy, OG. I seen the stuff you've been posting. It's crazy. All right. Let's get back into some of the other stuff going on. See if anything's breaking. Probably the NVIDIA stuff still breaking on all the news sites. Let's get back to some of these news sites. The Dow drops more than 200 points as yield spike on U.S. debt downgrade. Yes, we did get downgraded on Friday from a AAA rating to a AA1. I mean, it should have taken this long, to be honest. But yeah, so yeah, that happened on Friday, and they're just getting that priced in now. Fed's Bostic, nothing else interesting. I heard Biden this morning was actually diagnosed with cancer. Go out to the families. I mean, love them or hate them, you don't want anyone to do, that's nasty business. Prostate cancer. JP Morgan upgrades emerging markets how to play the improved outlook. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what their take is on the market right now. Lay came out last week and said that Bitcoin was going to outperform gold this year in a big way. NVIDIA announces new tech to keep it at center of AI development. That's of course doing market share with competitive chip manufacturers. Warren Buffett will not take the stage at next year's Berkshire Hathaway shareholder meeting because he's done. He's to step down. And yeah, there's the Biden thing there too. Okay, what else we got? So let's read this one real quick. JP Morgan upgrades emerging markets how to play the improved outlook. What are they looking at here? Can I even get to the article? No, I can't. I gotta be part of CNBC Pro, which I am definitely not. I'm not paying for stupid shit. I'll wait for it to come out somewhere else. Happening now, Caroline Leavitt holds a press conference after Trump calls the end of the bloodbath. Interesting. So this is breaking. Possibly.
Posted that Walmart should eat the tariffs and not charge the value customer anything. I'll be watching, and so will your customers. So does he acknowledge that if companies don't absorb the full cost, Americans will have to pay?
Well, first of all, the CEO of Walmart made those comments about the tariffs on an earnings call where CEOs, I believe, are legally obligated to give the most dire warnings and forecasts to their investors and stakeholders. The reality is the president has always maintained, Chinese producers will be absorbing the cost of these tariffs. And that is why China was so quick to hustle to the negotiating table with the United States of America. They need our markets, they need our consumers. And I would again point you to the inflation report that came out out last week, showing that inflation is declining, in large part because energy prices are dropping across the board in this country because of the president's robust energy agenda that he has taken since January 20th. So the president is committed to ensuring that prices remain low for American consumers, and he maintains the position that foreign countries will absorb these tariffs.
What does he mean
Where's the
by
China deal?
watching to Walmart?
He'll be watching, seeing what they're doing. Jennifer.
On the gift plane from Qatar, 3 things. Is there a timeline for the U.S. receiving that plane? Do you know how long it will take to retrofit the plane to presidential standards? And thirdly, has the intelligence community, security folks, have they weighed in on whether that plane can actually be secured to presidential standards?
I'm glad you brought up this question because I was watching the American press spew a lot of misinformation about the plane donation last week when we were abroad. Let's be very clear. The government of Qatar, the Qatari family, has offered to donate this plane to the United States Air Force, where that donation will be accepted according to all legal and ethical obligations. It will be retrofitted to the highest of standards by the Department of Defense and the United States Air Force. This plane is not a personal donation or a gift to the President of the United States. And everyone who wrote that last week should go and correct their stories, because this is a donation to our country and to the United States Air Force. As for a timeline, because it is the United States Air Force that is accepting the plane, I would defer you to them for specifics, because the President, frankly, has nothing to do with it. It's the Air Force's project to take on. Sure. Elizabeth.
Thanks so much, Caroline. Did the president call fiscal conservatives who were hesitant to vote for the big, beautiful bill? And if so, what did they say? What did he say?
I don't reveal the president's private discussions unless he gives me the liberty to, but he has been engaged in this process. He spoke to the Speaker of the House, and he will continue to make those phone calls if it's necessary for him. Sure.
Thank you, Caroline.
I'll go to both of you. Go ahead.
Thank you. Any updates on Greenland? Will the president be making any trips, and do we have any details you can share with us?
I don't have any future foreign trips to read out for you. We just returned home from one. But the president maintains the reasoning for Greenland's strategic purposes in the Arctic, and he continues to remain committed to the idea of obtaining Greenland in whatever means we can to advance our national security interests in the region.
Sure. Thank you, Caroline. I have a question. Was Lebanon part of the discussions during the Middle East tour, and did you meet with any Lebanese representatives?
To my knowledge, the president did not meet with any representatives from Lebanon, although he did talk about the election that they recently had there and how he hopes that Lebanon can come to a more peaceful place in their country, and that we drive out Hezbollah, Iranian-backed Hezbollah proxies in Lebanon to ensure peace and prosperity in that country and also for the greater Middle Eastern region. And I would just add to that before I wrap up, because the president's call will begin in a few minutes. The president's historic tour to the Middle East last week truly reset our foreign policy agenda in that region. I think actually, in fact, the Washington Post had a headline, President Trump remakes U.S. foreign policy in the Middle East. And that's absolutely true. He took a courageous and bold step to lift sanctions on Syria. He strengthened our ties with our Gulf partners, and he put Iran into a very difficult position because the United States of America is back. And I will summarize the president's trip with an anecdote that I heard directly from a member of one of the foreign delegations. I asked him how hopeful their country was when they learned President Trump won the election. And he told me when President Trump won the election, it was like the lights turned on in a dark room. For the past 4 years to the rest of the world, America was dark. We were unresponsive. We did not pick up the phone. We did not return calls. All of that has changed under the leadership of this president. And I think the world saw that last week with this historic and wildly successful trip. And the work continues. The president will be speaking to President Putin at 10 a.m. and we'll have a readout for you after that call. And we'll see you in the Rose Garden at 3 o'clock. Thanks, guys.
Damn.
Okay, 9:41 here in New York. It's a rare Monday.
So yeah, guys, it seems like we're gonna get a kind of a repeat of last week's Monday morning, which was we're gonna sit here and listen to Trump. That's crazy that we're getting this much out of the White House every single day. Oh my God. I don't know if you guys caught my last live stream, but the weekly recap rundown was insane. It took like 2 hours to get through all the news from last week and recap it on Friday. That was amazing. I can't wait to try to get through it again. But man, my My voice. I almost lost my voice doing all that. Okay. Getting back into the chat real quick before we continue on. And yeah, we're going to wait for Trump to come back out. Should probably put this back on live. But yeah, I saw Jim Daringer. Yeah.
Yes. So we bring
back in the chat. How's it going, Jim?
Too.
Okay. So yeah, good morning everyone to Market Madness Monday. Market Madness says milk money. Yo Otaku, thank you. Of course OG. Milking the bull run. Milking the bull. That's what we're waiting for. Yeah, Jim Darrington says Americans are tapped out, lady. Of course, talking to Levitt. Possibly, most likely. Good morning, Otaku and fam. Super Danny in the house. How's that going, Super Danny? Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready this morning for some frickin' chaos? Yes. There's of course Super Danny participating in the stream today. Thank you, Vegeta. I'm going to buy Greenland with all my Simon's cat money. Oh my god, freaking Toshi, my guy. Oh my god, Toshi. G gay daddy, G day daddy, Danny. What? Oh, good day, Danny. I'm seeing things in my eyes again. These laser eyes make me see some crazy things. Strawberry Dragons morning. I might also be a little bit more tipsy still from last night. I'm still trying to recover from the weekend. Oh my god. I was feeling some kind of way this morning, but doing better now. Strawberry Dragons, good morning. Oh yeah, I'll finish up the chat before I go back into that while we're waiting for the president. Jim Daringer says the circus is back in town, and oh boy, do the markets like up or down? Yeah, they do. I can't wait. I don't care if we go up so far up or so far down. We just need to do something. This 103 is I'm getting jaded, man. This 103. I've been poking this damn thing with a stick, guys, for 3 weeks, almost a week and a half. It hasn't been that long yet. We're almost into the second week, so we just poke that damn thing further with, of course, the stick. All right, what else we got? I think that's yeah. Good morning, Kay Lily is in the house. How's it going, Kay Lily? Welcome to the show. Rod, thank you. Of course, Otaku. Of course, I am here to do the work, guys. The orange man's work and the orange coin's work. Spread the news, right? The gospel. It's so crazy. A lot of people, of course, refer to Bitcoiners as evangelicalists, but whatever. Evangelion? Yes. Anime reference to the show.
What are you, stupid?
Okay, I deserve that one, Oscar. Alright, let's see what they're doing. They're talking about Biden probably still, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, he's probably been suffering for this for a while, and we just came out with that now. It's been long enough, so the optics are kind of off him. I mean, we did see it. They said it spread to his bones. It kind of makes sense. I mean, he was kind of stumbling all the time. We've all seen him fall a bunch of times. I mean, it sucks. It sucks. All right, so let's get back into Bloomberg. Maybe they're covering it as well. I don't think this is even live anymore from Fox. I don't trust that because, again, you have to pay for subscriptions and all these things. Oh yeah, I wanted to cover this before Trump gets on. Hopefully, Trump's big beautiful bill passes the key House hurdle after the GOP rebel mutiny. What a terrible headline. Republicans aim to deliver the bill to the president's desk by the 4th of July. That's the plan. And yeah, it passed the House, and now it's got to go through the Senate. That's pretty much the update there. For anyone following, of course, the big beautiful bill, which is going to bring tax, relief to Americans, but there's some caveats to it. Take a look at it, guys. I don't want to spend too much time on it again. Okay, moving back into the Bloomberg. They probably should be covering the president soon as well. They're talking about Walmart, since Walmart and the president kind of have this thing going on right now, this feud. It's kind of interesting. I really don't like price suppression of any kind. We need a free market, and it kind of rubbed me the wrong way with the pharmaceutical companies last week. But I know I have a lot of friends and family that have been suffering, and it's good for the normies. I might let that one slide. I don't know. It still doesn't. I still don't feel 100% right about it. We just need, I don't know, some more. Why can't we just be good humans? Why can't we just be good people? There's just so much corporate greed in America today. All right, so I'm going to keep this on the side. Let me know in the chat if President gets on without Bloomberg citing it first. That happened last week, so Yeah, let me know. I've got both Fox and Bloomberg behind me, just in case one of them pops off before the other. Okay, so I want to get back into some other things too. We didn't take a look at the live heat map today, brought to you by Kimber, the White Snow Line. Don't pay for something you get for free.
What are you, stupid?
Thank you, Oscar. Yeah, don't pay for something you get for free. Looks like Bitcoin right now is rebounding in the morning, back to 103. Nothing has changed. We could probably still go back and retest the 105. We did wipe out a whole bunch of these sell orders. So there isn't too much set up for shop right now. We can blow up pretty quickly back to 105 within the minute if we get some solid news and good momentum and positive price action. Yada 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 yada. Hopium, right? Hopium. I'm just gonna tell it like it is. Get some hopium going. All right, so that's what's going on with the heat map right now. Still keeping us range bound between 100 and 105 Bitcoin. And all we got to do is go sideways for just another week, and we are going to see explosive action like you wouldn't believe we haven't seen yet. Of course, Bitcoin making history a lot this week, already starting with last night. Okay. Walmart warns of price hikes. They're still talking about all this stuff on Bloomberg. I guess we can zoom in real quick.
Lower on that S&P 500 and that NASDAQ 100, 0.7% lower. The Russell 2000 really taking a brunt of that. Hey, Matt, stick with us.
The faster we get, the more time we have with Joe.
Oh, we're looking forward to it. Joe Weisenthal joining us next.
Where's the president? Where's the president? Oh, okay. So last time he didn't get on until about 10:30, so we might have to wait this out a little bit. But meeting with Putin right out the gate on Monday is crazy, man. It's crazy. Let's get back in the chat real quick. Strawberry Dragons, what makes no sense is you pay more for prescription drugs if you have insurance. Yeah, that's pretty nuts. That is pretty crazy. I remember last time I had some really bad poison ivy one time. It was the last time I went into the doctor's office in the last 5 years, and I had no insurance. I haven't paid for insurance because I'm throwing it all into Bitcoin. Not financial advice. No, don't do that. Yeah, back in last cycle. But I went in there for poison ivy and. I had no insurance. It was going to cost me like $500 or something like that, and for the aftercare drugs or whatever. And someone in the again, good people. This is why we need more good people. Someone saw me and heard me in the waiting room, and they handed me an RX card. They said, "Hey, just take this. Give it to them," and it saved me like $400. It only cost me $100 that day. So yeah, you're right, Strawberry Dragons. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I don't know what that would have cost. With a copay and everything, probably like $50 or $30 depending still. But yeah, something like that. That's been my experience with it. Yo, boy, it's safe to mix some hopium in my coffee. Yeah, it is definitely safe to. If you haven't taken one yet this morning, get out of bed and take an orange pill. It's about that time. It's been a minute. Just take one of them. They're beautiful. They're full of all the freedom you need to get through the day. And yeah. He also probably doesn't keep the doctor away, but it keeps the FOMO away. Just chill, man. Just chill. We'll get there. We'll get there eventually. Alrighty. Anyone holding Bitcoin for 4 years is not in the red for sure. I think 99% of all people that have purchased any amount of Bitcoin are in the green. Anyway, and again, I want to recap this for anyone new while we're still waiting for Trump. I did talk about this briefly this morning. I want to reiterate it because it's really important for everyone to understand. Where the hell is my browser? Oh no, my keyboard's acting up again. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull it up probably again. This sucks. Really, this sucks. All right, I'll just do it all. We'll do it live. I'll do it all again. Okay, so Bitcoin holdings from Michael Saylor, right? Oh my, my keyboard is acting up. No, I should stop spilling things on my keyboard. It's kind of difficult. Bitcoin buy-in Saylor. We'll just find that. We'll find it that way. So you guys look at the total buy-ins for Saylor for the year. Oh my God. MSTR. It's not pulling it up either. I don't want to do it. Trust me, bro. But I'm having technical difficulties right now. Bitcoin buy-in. Buy in, Sailor. Can I not get this to give me what I want? There it is. MicroStrategy Bitcoin holdings for the year. I did the math on this for you guys this morning. It is roughly, without today, because it's still not up to date yet, and Sailor purchased another 7,390 Bitcoin or whatever it was today. If you do the math on this, it roughly equates to about 122,000 Bitcoin for the year since January, right? It's a ridiculous amount of Bitcoin already being purchased by Sailor. And if you add what he just purchased last night, this morning, wow, 7. Oh my God. Plus 7,000 Bitcoin. It is roughly around 100. Wow. No. Yes. 129,000, right? And the total amount of Bitcoin, right, that can be ever mined this year at 450 per day for mining rewards, is going to be around 160 times 12 for, of course, 162,000. So he's already mined 130 out of the total 160 Bitcoin that's going to be mined this year. He has purchased. It is absurd. All he has to do is do like 2 big more buy-ins, because again, he's purchased an entire month's worth of Bitcoin last week, and then 2 weeks prior to that, more than an entire month. We're only mining about 13,000 a month. Again, going back to the calculator, 450 times 30, yeah, about 13,500 a month. So he's already made multiple purchases the year to already purchase the entirety of Bitcoin. So he again, he is buying up every single mined Bitcoin reward this year. I think that's pretty much his goal. And for him to basically be able to control Bitcoin in this, not to this extent, but also like to buy up all of the Bitcoin being mined this year is going to be huge. I think we've never seen anything quite like that for the history of Bitcoin. Again, going back to my thumbnail, which is we're making history every single day. It's insane. Okay, so right now having a little bit of uptick to 103.3. Let's check back in with the talking heads and see if they're covering our president yet. It looks like Bloomberg is not still talking about stuff to kind of get us by, as I am as well. We're in the intermission for the orange man. What else can we find? Let's see if there's any breaking news for crypto this morning. While we're still waiting, I'll keep that, of course, going in the background. Make sure they don't come in and sneak up on us as well. Boom. Okay. So let's see. What do we got here? Let's take a look at crypto bubbles real quick. Things should be coming up a little bit. Nope, still not. Yeah, Bitcoin kind of leveling out. Everything else just kind of consolidating. Down about 3 to 5% on the day. We look at the top 200, the 300. Everything's looking about the same. Kita's still moving. Holy crap. I don't know if you guys saw that move on the weekend. That thing blew up like crazy last week. 100% up on the week. Interesting project. Let's see. 300 and nothing. Honey's moving up 8.5%. I know a lot of you guys like that one. Just going to say that. It's been a while since I've seen this one move at all. This is Anime Coin. Yeah. You know, I have to mention that as an otaku. Anime Coin's moving up again, 4%. This is a weird one. But the project, I mean, if you go to the website and you look at it, it seems kind of solid, but I don't know. Just kind of rubs me the wrong way. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it in the top 300. Wow, nothing's really moving. We got Myth, Act. What is Act? ASET? I'm not familiar with that one. Is that Moonwell? We got Moonwell, guys, moving up 6.5% on the day. Yeah, that's about it. That's about it. It's getting harder and harder to find winners anymore, guys, too. I mean, we're going so sideways chop, and there's not much to really buy. That's still down a significant amount on the month. Everything's still up huge on the month. I mean, even if you look back to the 3 month, I'm trying to give you guys some alpha into what to purchase that's going to have a huge upside with still beaten to the ground right now. And I really don't know. Everything's still doing okay. Let's look at the top 100. Yep, we're in there now. Some of my favorites that I hold. Sui's still up 15% on the 3 month. It's insane. ZBAC is still up 23% on the 3 month. Still a great buy, in my opinion, for the low that we're sitting at right now. It's going to go much higher, in my opinion. But still, you don't want to buy into too much green. Myria is still down 36%, sitting at the bottom. Crazy stuff right here. Still almost at 2 zeros. One, it needs to knock off another zero, of course, again. Jasmy's down, beaten down again, as it normally has been. I actually just purchased, again, a full disclosure, I did just purchase some CBEC last week and some more Jasmy. I still think they're going to be huge projects in the future, even at these price levels. Swiftcoin is still down about 30% too. So there's some bigger things you can still throw some money at and make some huge returns, in my opinion, from some of my favorites as well. All right, let's get back in the news. I think they're still covering Biden. Yeah, they're still covering Biden and some of the other stuff with Wall Street. We're still waiting, guys. We're still waiting for Orange man. Damn. Let's take a look and see if there's anything breaking in crypto. I do have a lot of stuff in the real news, but I was going to try and save some of it. There's a lot of stuff to cover. We can dive a little bit into it. If you guys haven't heard some of this stuff yet, let's get into the breaking news. But if you like what you're seeing here today, please like, subscribe, do all the things down below. I would appreciate that. I always forget to shield the channel, but every time I see this page, I gotta, because I'm front and center. But yeah, I would definitely appreciate that. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs and get monetized here on the channel. It would be great to finally start making money after 2 long years of making content. All right, so let's get back into the real news, guys. This is crazy. Just in Metaplanet last night in Japan, right? Ended their day session with Japan's 9th most traded stock being Metaplanet, surpassing Toyota, SoftBank, and even Nintendo. That's right, the big kahuna. That's crazy. Yeah, so Metaplanet, of course, if you're not familiar, is doing the Michael Saylor strategy in Japan. It's a hotel company, and now they're going to create the first Bitcoin hotel, as of announcing last year. Okay, so yeah, impressive move in Japanese markets. When Bitcoin in Japan? When Jasmine? God. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe next week. We'll just have to wait and see. Breaking: Justin Sun has become an advisor of Trump's World Liberty Financial after investing $30 million. Really? He is all over the damn place. You cannot stop. Whoa! Shoot! Oh. My phone just scared me into spilling all my coffee on my lap. I cannot stop spilling things here, guys. I'm so clumsy. I am so clumsy. Oh, God. All right. The show must go on. North Korea currently holds 13,500 Bitcoin, worth approximately 1.42 billion. They are the 5th largest reported government holder of Bitcoin that we know of. This is ridiculous. Most of that was stolen and repurchased from all the ETH they stole too. If you believe the headlines, I don't know what to believe anymore. But that, of course, that was, of course, the news from earlier this year. We've got, of course, NVIDIA talking about the chip distribution and sharing some of that market share with the rest of the chip manufacturers. Oh my God, there goes my keyboard again. Oh my God. I have done it, guys. I have broken the stream. I have broken everything. I can't. It just keeps scrolling down. Oh my God. I'm having a lot of technical difficulties today. And human difficulties. Yep, it just keeps scrolling down. This is unfortunate. I may be without keyboard. God dang it. Oh, jeez. I may be without keyboard, guys. Let me see if I can revive it real quick. Move some of that around. Oh my God. Oh no. Everything just went black. Are we still live? Oh my God. I don't even, it's like brought up an upgrade. Okay, I'm back. I can see stuff again. Okay, we're good. We're still alive. This is nuts. I gotta stop spilling stuff on my keyboard. Well, before we go any further, let's make sure. Yeah, it looks like Trump is still not speaking. We're still waiting. So let's get back into
seeing their boys and whatever.
Oh boy. The stream is a mess today, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, getting back into it. There we go. Putin again is about ready to speak with Trump here within the next 15-30 minutes. Oh my gosh, yeah, my spacebar is just no chill. No chill, man. No chill on my spacebar. Okay, financial instruments tied to Bitcoin and crypto. Yeah, Russian central bank is to lift restrictions on crypto in Russia. Russian billionaires are coming in huge, reported by the Bitcoin historian. He's been on it, but he's been a little off too. I've caught him a few times. Breaking the CEO of Pantera, that is one of the largest, energy companies. CEO of Pantera Capital just said that the USA will sell gold to buy $600 billion worth of Bitcoin soon. Crazy. And then he pulls up a chart that says digital gold is replacing old school gold.
The U.S. has 11 million years of workers' wages buried in a stone pyramid in Kentucky in gold. That's obviously very antiquated. That's what the pharaohs did 40 centuries ago. I think that'll be transferred into crypto, Bitcoin, over the next few years. The U.S. has 11 million years of workers.
There we go. God. Right. Strategy buys another 7,390 Bitcoin for 764 million. We just talked about that. Of course, buying up all the Bitcoin mined this year. Bears waiting for the market to pull back. I thought that one was cute. We're just waiting for those bears. All right. Before I go any further into the real news, of course, on Twitter and the robots taking over the world, let me get back into the chat because they're still waiting for Trump. Yeah, gotta make it interesting. I can't keep spilling things. I'm about ready to destroy everything left in my studio. Let's get back in the chat real quick. Strawberry Dragons will Bitcoin at 50K at the bear market. I don't think so, Strawberry. I hate to be that guy, but I think if we rip to 200,000, if we get some crazy number, we got to get through 100K first. That's still the huge macro target. We don't break the world until we get over 120. Oh no, I can't even alt tab anything anymore. Okay. I'll just go back to it. There we go. So yeah, if you can see what I'm talking about here, if we zoom out, I've been tracking this for almost half a decade now. We've never ever gotten above the macro trend line for Bitcoin. We got really close, but we never gotten through it. This is going back to inception. So we need to get this entire thing broken out of, and this of course hits our 119 to 120. So unless we can destroy this and break what Michael Saylor calls into chaos, yes, because why? Because Bitcoin's powered by chaos.
Bitcoin's powered by chaos. When Godzilla walks onto the playground, all your models, they're all going to be destroyed.
And that's exactly what we're waiting for. Also, waiting for my keyboard to stop being broken as I scroll through every single blockchain we follow on the trading. Oh my god, on TradingView. Can I just click on Bitcoin, please? Nope. Holy crap, guys! I have really broken my life stream. Trying to move some of that around in there. Hopefully my keyboard will be able to survive this. I gotta get to my chart, man. Just give me my chart back. Okay, there we go. We're back to some. It's so much chaos this morning, guys. I'm sorry. His own personal chaos. Oh shit. Okay, that's fine. I welcome any and all chaos. Okay. So yeah, this is what we're talking about here, of course. So we just got to break through this macro trend line right here to about 120. If we can break through this up to about 125 to 130, then I can finally be comfortable with saying nothing is going to be charted, anything is possible, and nothing can stop Bitcoin. So that's what I'm really excited to see, and I'm not going to be super excited until we see it break that 120K level. Okay, and so yeah, going back to that. So if we get the most disappointing cycle of the decade, and it would be 120K Bitcoin, 125K top, something like that, then yes, going back to what you're saying, I think everyone would be pushed into disappointment, Strawberry, and then we might see like a 65, 70. I don't think we're going to ever get under 70 again personally, but because it's never happened historically. We've never gone down to the previous all-time high ever again after a U.S. election, so keep that in mind. But yeah, I think we're probably ready for some crazy explosive price action, and if we can't get above that 120, yeah, we could probably come back down and retest 80, 75 at the low. That would be very, very disappointing. But I'm still expecting like a $200,000, $250, with a pullback to maybe 120, 160. You know, on the low. If we go to extremes, and again, the whole world has to stop buying Bitcoin for that to happen. All right, getting back into the chat. So that was Strawberry's question there. Yo, boy, is it safe to mix hopium in my coffee? Oh no, I think we already covered that. I lost my page, my spot because my keyboard is scrolling down. Yeah, so there we go. Braveheart McFreedom. Good morning, Braveheart McFreedom. Otaku and Patreon crew. Off the grid Paul in the house. How's it going, off the grid Paul? K Lily XLM is frozen, not moving at all. There's a lot of coins just kind of stuck in la la land, right? So it's fine. I mean, Bitcoin's still at 105, 103. It ain't doing nothing. Okay, yeah, so Orange Man's still not speaking. Yeah, still looking live on Bloomberg. They would have covered it by now. OG Boban says yes, yeah, frozen. Damn it, Elmo, damn it. Elmo is just holding us back. It's all Elmo's fault. He wants to create peak chaos and shake everyone out. Damn you, Elmo. I love you so much. And yeah, there goes my keyboard again. Damn it. This is not working today, guys. I'm gonna have to like soak my keyboard in rice, throw a spare in there for the week, and throw it in the dishwasher again. Okay. Let's see. Bear scalpers. There we go. Strawberry dragons. Man, no, I'm off it, guys. Tola, how's it going, Tola? Again, don't forget to push that like button. Yes, please like, subscribe. I think it'll make my keyboard work again. If you guys hit that like button, it might fix my keyboard. You might at least let me get a new one when I monetize. Okay, so Braveheart McFreedom says Strawberry Dreams. Caesar says no, but I tend to believe. Roberto's assessment, only time shall tell. 100%, only time will tell. Exactly. Bear scalpers eat all the time. Jim. Oh yes, that's true. I mean, go out there and hug your resident bear. They need some love too, right? And they're still eating. Yeah, they're still eating. Oh God, silly bears. How can you be bearish on Bitcoin? Bitcoin is more like a stock than a crypto now. Don't expect titanic sell-offs previous cycles. I agree with you. I think it definitely has a lot more support these days. Otaku says no. Nice, says BC. I was hoping to scoop at 50K. I'm sorry. Yeah, 50K. No. We'd have to go into some like world-breaking like stuff. And even then, I think that's kind of inviting Bitcoin as a hedge for inflation, right? And a flight to safety. So probably not. I like Kathy Wood's take on it, which is it is a risk on and risk off asset. ETFs have brought financial incentives for scalability and of underlying assets, as ETFs are effectively providing their customers exposure to the assets, says Jim. 100%. Yeah, I mean, ETFs are going to be propping up Bitcoin for a long time now. And also, S&P 500 exposure with the likes of Coinbase and MicroStrategy and the NASDAQ and yada, yada, yada. I'm sure MicroStrategy will be in the S&P 500 soon, too. RIP keyboard. Yep, it's done. It was a nice keyboard. It's the K100 or whatever. Yeah, I love this damn thing, but I keep spilling stuff on it. Still no Orange Man. Are you gonna talk to Putin or not? I wanna see it. It's crazy. Good morning, Otaku. Chaos keyboard is chaotic. Who knew? Yeah, that was crazy. I'm fighting the keyboard just to stay on the charts. Someone else that follows Caesar, interesting. I like his investing perspective. Too many analysts have short time horizons in crypto. Let me know in the chat if you guys can hear the lawn care outside, because they are cutting my lawn right now. That's fine. I don't want to cut it no more. They can do it. I'm done. My days of cutting lawn are over for now. Until I move to Arizona or maybe Thailand or Dubai or who knows. Good Groundhog Day. Bitcoin is a 103 again when I wake up. Yeah, nothing has changed. Damn it, nothing has changed. 103 haunts my dreams. One thing that is exciting was the ETH ETF offered customers the option to sell their shares for ETH instead of cash, being able to buy the underlying asset when selling shares in the wild. Are you sure that ETH is doing that in America? I did not know that, Jim. I know that BlackRock still was filing for Bitcoin, but I don't think that's been approved yet either. I know the biggest thing that everyone's waiting for is being able to stake their underlying asset via an ETF. And there's been a lot of pushback on getting that out the gate since last year. Bitcoin should be hitting all-time highs soon, says Braveheart McFreedom. Let's freaking go! Yes. Yes, I think so too. I think we got about a week, if that. Bitcoin should be hitting all-time highs too. With all of the chaos, this system is powering it with break a second keyboard, brother. It's time. I'm just gonna start smashing keyboards for no reason. No, I can definitely revive it. I'm so clumsy, guys. I spill stuff all the time. This is nothing new. It's the only time. This is the first time though it has affected my live stream though. Okay. So, what else we got to cover? They're still talking and buying time for President Trump to come on. So I know that. I keep keeping that in the corner of my eye. Still nothing there. Let's go into some crypto news and see if anything coming out is breaking for crypto news. I really appreciate you guys' love and support. We've been having a ton of fun over at Rob, the Crypto Future. Guys, if you're not part of the Crypto Future, please check the link down in my comments or in my into my summary page right below. And you can visit him over there. He's my favorite Canadian on earth. He's coming back from vacation, and we're just kind of pitching in and helping him out. I was over the last few days with also Ramona. Where is Ramona? She in the chat this morning? I don't think I saw Ramona this morning. But yeah, huge heartfelt shout out to Ramona. I love Ramona. She's such a great person for our space. So many great people over there too, man. I mean, I can't stop sharing the love. Niha with all of her documenting of all of the crypto future gems over there. Guys, if you do like secret societies as much as I do, as I'm wearing a mask right now, I love it. I love secret societies, and definitely have to make my own one day. But I do love Crypto Future's secret society over there. So yeah, join his Patreon today if you do love his content over there at Crypto Future. All right, yeah, quick little shill for him. I love Rob. All right, so let's get back into some news. Let's see if we can find anything breaking with crypto. Ooh, the money box. The floating money box. Let's catch some of that. We got, as Gamma Goddess would always say, let's get some of that money, right? Let's get some of that money. Billionaire Steve Cohen issues recession warning. Still? Last time I checked last week, the recession was only up to, what, 35% now? We've come down from a coin flip. I missed the coin flip. That was fun. But we're not flipping coins for recession anymore. Where the hell's Play Market? There we go. Let's see where it's at this morning. Recessionary fears. Yeah, 37%. Oh, it ticked up 2%. Still no change, of course, for the Fed decision in June. It's not going to happen. More than likely not going to happen. 90% no change. Okay. Right. We're still waiting for Trump. Treasury's dollar falls as Moody's sharpens its focus on debt pile. I like that one. I like that headline below.
Whether these are good ideas or bad ideas, they say they'll just take it as it comes once we do get it.
But it seems like Moody's might have forced their hand a little bit. I mean, specifically saying separation between the three branches of government, talking about the dollar still maintaining the reserve's world currency, etc. What's the talk about the Moody's downgrade?
Well, Raphael Bostic was asked about it this morning on CNBC, and he basically said that it could ripple through the economy. We're going to see higher rates, and that's what we're seeing, the yield curve move up and bear steepen. But how long that lasts and what impact it's actually going to have on the economy is too hard to predict at this point, because we don't know what the offsetting reaction is going to be from tariffs. But if rates are higher in isolation, it's obviously going to slow the economy down, and it does set a higher floor for the Fed when it considers what it's going to do, whether it has to react to inflation by keeping rates where they are or raising rates, or whether the economy slows and they want to cut rates. The impact is going to be affected by where the markets go from this. But I would remind you, back in 2011, we saw rates shoot up immediately after the S&P downgrade, but then they came right back down again. So that's also a possibility.
All right, Michael McKee, thank you so much for joining us. Michael McKee, international economics and policy correspondent for Bloomberg News. He's down at Amelia Island.
The Dixie's still at a hundo, man. The Dixie's still at a hundo. So we gotta wait for this damn thing to roll over. You'd think they would have got hit harder with our credit rating falling, but it's not the first time that's happened either. Okay, so they're still waiting. We're still waiting. Is Trump not gonna come out? Let's just look real quick. Trump. Oh no, keyboard. Oh no, keyboard. Putin. Oh no, keyboard. Oh god. Oh no. Yep, there we go again. Oh jeez, guys. Yep, I'm gonna have to get a new keyboard today. No, I really can't even scroll up. Yeah, it just keeps scrolling me down. Dang. It's probably like the function key locked in or something. I can't find the right key. Well, this is unfortunate, guys. I'm at a standstill with my keyboard, just fighting. Okay, I think I got control now. Trump to call Putin to bid to end Russia's bloodbath of war in Ukraine. This is update as of 26 minutes ago. 6 minutes ago. No! Damn it! Let me click on it! Ah! Oh my god. This is terrible, guys. This is terrible. Trying to get this to let me do what I want it to do. Let me click off real quick and just start keyboard smashing. Let's see if that worked. Will you let me scroll now? Thank you. Okay, says of 6 minutes ago, this is live. Trump speaking with Putin, Zelensky in separate calls as he ends the war. I guess maybe he's not doing this live. This is just kind of in the background. President Trump is speaking Monday at the Russian president. This is update. This is just reiterating the same thing we were told this morning. Any video, man? Is there any video? Let's go back to YouTube real quick. News about battle with Putin. Let's look for lives. White House briefing at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, it didn't happen yet. It still didn't happen. It's like past 10 now. 10:15, 10:20. I think this was old. I think this is old.
This bill also advances our national security and defense interests by ensuring the United States military has the...
This is one of those bots streams, isn't it? Oh my god. Oh my god. There it goes again, guys. It just it just closed my tab. Oh man. That might be it, guys. I might have to stop the stream. It's really bad. I can't click on anything anymore. I broke my I broke my keyboard. Well, yeah, this sucks. Epic chaos, says OG Boban. Epic chaos. Let me get back into the chat real quick. BlackRock filed an S21 or S1 amendment for customers to be able to access in-kind access to redemption, allowing them to sell shares in exchange for exposure to the asset instead of cash. Yeah, but that hasn't passed yet, right? I mean, that's from my knowledge. Let's scroll up and see what else. I'm gonna try to scroll up with my mouse. What else am I missing here? I missed a whole. I blew through a whole bunch of this stuff. Groundhog Day. Oh my god. Chaos keyboard is still drunk. Yes, I really gave a lot of alcohol to my keyboard. I can't. You guys blew up the chat like crazy. I can't even catch up. Okay, I think we were right here. Braveheart Freedom says Otaku says no. Yes, the 50, and then yes. RIP keyboard. Chaos keyboard is still drunk because yes, I spilled too much alcohol on it the last few nights. Good morning, Otaku. Chaos keyboard is chaotic. Who knew? Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? Someone else that follows Caesar, interesting, like his investment perspective. Too many analysts have short time horizons in crypto. Yeah, I agree with that, but I thought Caesar was a lot of short-term crazy predictions, though. I don't know. So Groundhog Day, Bitcoin is at 103 again. Who would have guessed, right? I got you, babe. I got you, babe. It's stuck in my head. Groundhog Day, one of my favorite movies of all time. Freaking. I just had it. The actor from, of course, Ghostbusters and. Damn it. What's his name? Bill Murray. Of course, Bill Murray. Oh my god, I had a brain fart there. Someone else that follows, yes, Caesar, yes. One thing that was exciting when the ETFs offered the customers option to the ETFs, yes, we already read that one. Bitcoin should be hitting all-time highs due to the cost that chaos in the stream is powering it with to break a second keyboard, brother. And once we, you know what? I think I need to sacrifice the keyboard tonight on the stream. In the midst of our crypto chaos magic to get more chaos. I might need to burn more bennies or something. It's not working. It's not enough. Every time it's just like, oh, we pumped that back to 104, 105, and then we come right back down to 103. So I got to burn something bigger. Something bigger. Yeah, we'll figure that out. All right, BlackRock Fog. Yes, we covered that too. May 26th, we rise. We rise. Yes, we are almost there, guys. Almost there. Rise, my children. That's one of my favorite Elmo, Fire Elmo, memes. Thank you to everyone. Open mics are awesome. Of course, MM25, anytime. Epic Chaos. Good morning, my crypto fam. I would love to get some lives on the stream too, like open mics with some of you guys. I love everyone's perspective, big or small. And we definitely don't hear enough from the small. Every time you get these conferences, it's all just the big players, right? It's all the big players. They are starting to get some smaller companies in at Bitcoin 2025 from what I've heard this year. It's going to be interesting. There's so many people speaking at 25. All right, so Epic Chaos. Good morning to Crypto Fam. Amazing coins for you. Good morning. And Jake the Snake as well. How's it going? Chaos Keyboard knows all and wishes to reveal the search history. Yes. Tons of crypto search history on this computer for sure. Braveheart McFreedom says the Dixie is holding at 100 since it compares the US dollar to global fiat currencies. I would argue that the USD is to simply the prettiest horse at the glue factory. Yeah, pretty much. Dixie's done, so let's check. I did close all my tabs, so I'm gonna try to go back carefully and not disturb the keyboard chaos and see if Bloomberg's covering.
He has concerns about.
No, it doesn't look like he is. He's still not live. He may just be on a call right now, and we're just waiting for the news afterwards. Justice time. Is there any important news experienced today and at what time? Yeah, we're waiting right now. And it should be breaking any moment. Trump is on the phone right now with Putin, from what I understand from all the headlines. That's what it reads. And so we're just waiting for that to potentially come out. And I'm keeping that in the background. But yeah, so far no live footage of Trump. Let me know in the chat if you guys see any difference. Hence the attractiveness of Bitcoin. Select crypto, gold, silver, lead, food, commodities. I'm guessing first week of June we really rise. End of the month it tends to be less liquidity as far as being seen. Yeah, 100%. And everyone's still talking about the treasuries fall as Moody sharpens its the focus on the debt pile. Yeah, the debt pile. Speaking of which, since they're talking about that, guys, we're almost at $37 trillion in national debt. Yes, let's freaking go. Yes. Yes, and Doge savings up to 448 billion now. Is that legit? Like, I know a lot of the crypto, a lot of the debt clock is kind of estimated, so. I don't know if that is legit. It's been a while since we looked at Doge website, Doge Tracker. Lies Doge Tracker. Are we at 440 billion? You gonna update? You gonna do something? The keyboard break the site too? Yeah, it's only 160 billion, 170. Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely sus. It's definitely sus, that number there. Okay. Savings per taxpayer, $4,000. Yeah, and we're supposed to get those $5,000 checks. It was supposed to be a fraction over the total savings, and this is the entirety of it. Yikes! Not gonna happen. Not gonna get those checks this year. Okay. And the normies really don't need any more printed money. We don't need it. Okay, stocks fall. Yes, they're still talking about the same thing. Nothing has changed. Let's see if we didn't get a chance to actually look at any headlines for crypto. Let's see if anything's breaking. My God, fighting with the keyboard this morning has been so real. Bitcoin rolls markets with a big crypto week incoming. Yes, Bitcoin. Yeah, so most of these are just going to be hopium. And right now, nothing really new breaking or spectacular. XRP's price swims in the Red Sea. This is terrible. Come on, it's a stupid FUD article for XRP. Let's see what else we got. Let's check out where's Crypto Newsland. I like Crypto Newsland too. They have a ton of articles all the time. Robert Kiyosaki preaches gospel of Bitcoin yet again. Wills buy 500 Bitcoin worth 551 million on Binance. There isn't much Bitcoin left. Let's see. Let's see how much Bitcoin is left on Binance. The second largest holding of Bitcoin right now, 538,000. Again, that's not what you can purchase. That's what's sitting on their platform via accounts and yada, yada, yada. ETFs being, of course, settled on those two large exchanges. Okay, let's see. What else we got in headlines here? El Salvador's Bitcoin holdings yield 357 million. Yeah, there's really nothing here, guys. There's really nothing here breaking this morning for crypto. We really need Orange Man to push the market. I did have some stuff on X, though. I did want to share some of that. There's some big breaking stuff on X that I don't think enough people have talked about yet. Let's get back to the real news platform on X. Oh my God, I got signed out in the midst of all the chaos. Are you kidding me? Holy shnikes, man! Holy shnikes! Let me log in real quick. What the hell? Damn! Keyboard chaos. There we go. Let's get back into the real news platform. Guys, if you... I have to steal every time I see this. If you guys like what you're seeing here today, please like, subscribe, do all the things down below. I would appreciate that. We're trying to get up to 1,000 subs so we can get monetized here on YouTube. It's been about 2 years and I haven't made $1. I'm just doing it for the pure chaos and the hell of it. But I'd love to make $1.
I'd buy that for $1.
Oh, maybe not dollars. I don't want any dollars in my bank account. Blah, blah. Just in, Metaplanet ended. Yes, we covered this just briefly before the keyboard blew up. Yeah, so they're now the 9th most traded stock in Japan. That is, of course, Metaplanet. Doing the numbers. All you have to do is have the MicroStrategy and you outperform everyone. We've seen it happen multiple times. Well, I just lost Bloomberg on the corner of my eye. There we go. I get it back in the corner of my eye. I don't want to miss the Orange Man. North Korea currently holds, the 5th largest government holding, according to Twitter. What else did we do? Yeah, we're talking about Russia a bit today. Of course, lifting the restrictions on financial instruments to invest in Bitcoin. This happened in Japan last year. We saw a huge surge. It was back in February of last year. So if that had the same sort of pump happens into crypto assets for Russia, that would be crazy. These large countries, man, they're not playing. They're not playing anymore. Strategy buys another 7,000. I think this is where we fell off right here. Boom. The robots came in and started moving cars, and then it broke the live stream. That's right, guys. I have to. I have to. Since I showed you that, I have to do it. I have to do it, guys. It's coming. The new dystopian future is already here, and no one's talking about it. We're talking about self-driving cars. We're talking about robo-taxis and robots that are take everyone's job. AI is already taking everyone's job. I know Strawberry's already affected by the robots and the AI. I've already been replaced by robots and AI. You go to McDonald's. You're putting your order in a screen. You're not talking to a human anymore. Yeah, so it's coming, guys. If you're a driver, a telemarketer, a lawyer, a data entry clerk, an accountant, if you're basically a customer service representative of any kind, you're going to be replaced by the robots and the AI. It's only a matter of time. All right, I spent enough time now. We got to get back into the news. All right, here we go. We got an update on Trump real quick.
At this point, they really have felt like they have stalled, and President Trump himself said over the weekend that ultimately he might need to just meet face to face with Vladimir Putin in order to see some significant progress here. There's a few different threads that we've been watching. Bloomberg News was the one that actually broke that important story back in April that the U.S. was ready to demand of Russia that they accept Ukraine's right to build up its defense industry in exchange for Ukraine and abandoning its NATO ambitions. The U.S. also was prepared to freeze the battle lines where they were. However, our allies do tell us that ultimately they need to see some stronger security guarantees out of this White House before they talk about any sort of territory concessions. But those are sort of the main issues that we are following here as we wait to see if there can be any progress towards a ceasefire.
On this, at the same time, we're looking at Congress trying to get a tax bill through. The key committee that advanced President Trump's tax and spending package was a victory from that angle, but still has to clear the House and then has to go to the Senate. One of the tipping points was faster Medicaid cuts, and in some cases a faster phase out of some of the clean energy tax credits in the IRA. Chances that it passes the whole House?
Well, at this point, there's still a lot that needs to get done, Alex, because while this did pass the Budget Committee last night, these members of the House Freedom Caucus ultimately voted present. They didn't vote in favor of it. So while they do have some written commitments from House leadership that they would be in favor of moving forward the timeline when it comes to those work requirements and rolling back the IRA clean energy tax credits, ultimately, no text of the actual bill has been changed yet, so these negotiations really are ongoing. And I was on Capitol Hill on Friday, and I actually caught up with Chip Roy, a Republican from Texas, perhaps one of the most vocal members of the House Freedom Caucus, and he told me he was pushing for those Medicaid requirements to start immediately. That would be considered a pretty ambitious timeline, and it would put Senate Republicans in a pretty tough spot, not to mention it would be a political issue for this White House. I did ask.
It looks like Trump is still talking with Putin, and you might have to actually just go out and see him. I don't think there's anything else we're going to get today. It sounds like it's a standstill. Alright, so if that's the case, let me know in the chat what you guys feel about that. Right now, Bitcoin... Oh no, I can't alt-tab still. Damn it! Let's see if I can get back to the charts. Oh my god, there's so many things. So it's split up every single tab now. This is crazy. Where is my chart? There it is. There it is. Get back to the chart real quick. Still sitting at 103.6. Not too bad. Not too bad. But yeah, we got some time, guys. We got some time to mess around. I didn't get into our price targets from last Friday. We of course called this into the weekend. I was telling you guys I was feeling pretty much either baseline or bearish. And that's exactly what we saw. We basically flew right into our baseline. We blew up into, look at this, touching our super bullish target. And then we fell back down into our baseline and a bearish realm. So pretty much the same thing, kind of a nothing burger. But you can tell that we do not want to stay here forever. It's definitely creating almost like a, what do you call it, like a megaphone pattern. Oh my god, there it goes again. Keyboard is killed. Yes, keyboard has killed it. Alright, that might be it, guys. That might be all I got for today. I gotta get my keyboard in the dishwasher. Emergency keyboard to dishwasher. Let me get back in the chat real quick. It does not require a keyboard for me to read the chat. Let's see how you guys are feeling. Keyboard is still drunk. Yes, it is. Alright, so the Dixie is holding at 100. Overcome. Oh, Overcome in the chat. How's it going, Overcome? It's been a minute, man. How you doing? Is it time for us to go Overcome? I feel like Bitcoin needs to overcome 103K. I love segueing you into that. Okay, so yeah, we've got Braveheart McFreedom saying the Dixie is holding at 100, and since it compares the USD to other global fiat currencies, I would argue that the USD is simply the prettiest horse in the glue factory. Oh, I think I already read that one. Yes, I did. Is there? Yeah, in the important news. Yeah, we already, of course, we're waiting for it, and it sounds like. Is there an update to that? Oh my god! Oh my god! I can't look at this.
Foxman is a reporter for Bloomberg News Equality team. She did a great in-depth reporting. We're going to break that down with her right after this.
All right, there's nothing, guys. There's nothing. All right, so it was pretty much nothing. Yeah, let's get back and finish up the chat. Is there any? I guess so. Braveheart McFreedom says, hence the attractiveness of Bitcoin Select. Yeah, we read that one too. OG Boban says, lead. I do like me some lead. I do like me it's a lot of lead. You guys bite the bullet today? You buying some crypto? Jesus. Pretty things on my desk. There's so many pretty things on my desk. Jim Daringer says, the reason I say that is the end of the bubble, 99% of all speculative internet companies were worthless. Yes, I pointed that out too. That's why I tell people don't go too buck wild into too many tokens, because the odds are we are going to see a lot of losers at the end of this. I hear Caffeine AI could be launching soon. I've heard of Caffeine AI. It's been a minute since we talked about it. Like, was that 3-4 months ago? It's like maybe like the end of last year. I think Texas just about to pass first state to approve crypto reserve. No. It was New Hampshire already did. New Hampshire already did last week, I forget. But we have more. Of course, you got more in the pipeline, and Texas is still in the running to be one of the first, as well as Arizona would have been the first if Katie Hobbs would have signed the damn freaking bill. I love Arizona. It's one of my favorite states. It's beautiful there. You don't have to mow your lawn. I just love the desert. It's pretty. But yeah, Boulder Dash says Justice Time. Boulder Dash. 100%. What the hell is this crap? Ugh. Alright, guys. So I'm going to try to watch my keyboard. Right now it's about... I can't even look at my time. It's over. It's past 10:30. So I hope you guys have a great lunchtime here. I will catch you tonight as well at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 7 Central. I'm still trying to get used to the time zone here. I still have everything set up to Eastern Standard Time as the world still revolves around New York and Eastern Standard Time. So, I will catch you guys tonight, 8 p.m. Stay safe. Don't do anything stupid. Don't do anything stupid. Right before the bull run, you don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be that guy. You invest for 4 years and you get out. You get out in a minute. Spend all your hard-earned cash last year. You get out right before the max top peaks come. All right. I said enough. I will see you guys tonight. Later.
Fly me to the moon, let me trade a monster. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, hold my king. Oh! In other words, let's make history. Oh! Fill my world with more songs and let me huddle forevermore and more and more and more and more. I long for Hollywood shopping and door. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you.
Anytime, Justice. Anytime. I love chatting with you guys, and we're not too big where I can still do it. That's right. But yeah, man, I made a freaking mess, man. Look at all this. All over my pants. I got coffee. I can't get it on this hoodie, man. This is the most expensive piece of clothing I've ever bought. Anyway, guys, I will catch you guys later. Peace.